Trust me, the cops will buy Franco killed Claudia.
Who conveniently confessed to Ronnie. Look, no disrespect, but that seems desperate.
Yeah, but look at the cops we're dealing with. Franco's made them look even more incompetent. They'll be glad to solve Claudia's murder by busting Franco.
You want to pin Claudia's murder on Franco?
Well, I mean, look, how many times have we made the cops look like idiots? We give them reason to suspect Franco, a serial killer. They'll be motivated to take him down.
Yeah, but setting up Franco is a huge risk considering what we have to lose.
Okay, I'm just playing devil's advocate here, but Ronnie suddenly decides out of the blue to go to the cops and say that Franco confessed to killing Claudia. I mean, why would he do it now? He's been in the hospital for a long time. I mean, why now?
Maybe he was just waiting for Franco to get out of town.
Okay, another thought. If Franco was driving the car that hit Ronnie,
right,
which hasn't been proven yet, wouldn't the cops think Ronnie was just looking?
We don't have to worry about all that because the cops need a win. There's buildings blowing up all over the place. Women getting kidnapped, terrorized. Lulu wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for you, right? And the mayor's looking like a fool because he says that Jason killed Claudia and he wasn't even arrested. The body shows up, Claudia's body shows up in town in a warehouse, and the cops are looking all over the state of New York. Look it. Here's what we got to do. We give them Franco. Right? We're out of the picture. They're happy. Everybody wins.
No, Sonny, I think we need to discuss this privately.
Okay. Go to Ronnie. Talk to him about what we talked about.
Yeah.
And just work it out.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Okay. I know this guy's getting to you, Franco. But we just need to think about Michael for, you know.
I understand that, but we cannot risk provoking Franco. He knows that Michael killed Claudia, and he's got evidence.
Okay, if you're talking about the picture, the guy makes a living taking pictures of dead people. Who's to say they're not fake?
Well, the cops are going to know they're not fake.
Not beyond
If we try to
reasonable
pin
doubt.
this murder on Franco, he's going to have to respond, and that is not going to help Michael. Franco's gone. Let him stay gone.
Franco has disappeared. Framing him for Claudia's murder will give him incentive to stay gone.
Franco's going to see it as a challenge, and he's going to use the evidence he has against Michael to pay back.
Okay, listen, now that Claudia's body has surfaced, we need to feed the cops a killer. Now, unless you want to stand around until they figure out it's Michael, it should be Franco.
We can't afford to provoke this guy.
Why is he getting to you like this?
I am the reason that Franco came to Port Charles in the first place. He reached out, and I shut him down. That's why now he's going to kill an innocent person every time that I have to kill somebody. He's not stupid. He's motivated. He's going to find a way to stay connected to me. We cannot provoke this guy.
Our first priority is Michael. Franco is the logical choice to take the fall for Claudia's murder. I mean, there's no doubt he put her body in the warehouse. Hey, Ronnie's going to say that Franco confessed to killing her, right? And if we're lucky, they're going to find his DNA somewhere, and it's going to, you know, make him look guilty. Look, I know Franco did some terrible things in this town, but the cops are just waiting to bust him. Even if things don't quite add up, the case will be closed. And that's good for us, and it's definitely good for Michael. It's a risk to deal with Franco, no question. But I just believe it's the best way to protect Michael.
But you know Franco has pictures of Michael with Claudia. And that in itself is enough for the cops to bring Michael in for questioning. If that happens, Sonny, we both know this whole thing is over.
Like I said, he takes pictures of dead people. I understand you're afraid for Michael. I get that. But this guy, that's how he manipulates you.
I'm just saying that there's no way to control Franco. You can't threaten the guy. He's not afraid to die. I know that because I almost killed him. He was completely calm. He didn't panic. He actually reacted like I would have. I choked him within an inch of his life. And when I let go, I knew exactly how he felt. He felt more alive. So framing Franco is not going to shut him down. He's going to see it as a challenge that he can't resist, and Michael is going to be the one who pays.
We're making progress on the Claudia Corinthos investigation.
Any idea how that body wound up in the warehouse?
It might have been there all along for all we know.
You know what, cop, here's an idea. Why don't you use the evidence you've got instead of calling in Sonny's people to try and make it look like you know what you're doing?
Excuse me, Commissioner. I got a few test results when you get a chance.
Thanks. You're good?
Yeah, maybe you can pass on that compliment to my lieutenant. He's not exactly pleased with my lack of progress.
We found a hair on the cabin floor.
Well, that sounds promising.
Yeah, well, Sly's starting to work the DNA, but it would help if we had a complete list of everyone that was in the cabin the night Claudia died, and I assume Sonny and Jason showed up at some point.
I might be able to help with that.
I'm listening.
Look, I think I found someone who wants to talk, and I think they know what really happened to Claudia.
Who is it?
Michael Corinthos. I think Michael Corinthos knows who killed his stepmother, and I think he needs to talk about it.
You think Michael was in the cabin?
I wouldn't rule it out.
We'll run his DNA.
Look, that definitely couldn't hurt.
Look, if Sonny gets wind of this, he'll have Michael out of the country within the hour.
Okay, well, he's not going to hear about it from me.
Look, I want to be careful with this. All right, when Michael confessed to running Claudia off the road, I believed him. We made a bad situation worse for that kid.
Hey, look, I want to be careful about this, too. If Sonny's convicted based on anything Michael tells us, that kid may never get over it.
Sonny going to prison would be the best thing that ever happened to Michael.
Naming this kid as a witness sucks. I mean, I have no first-hand experience, but I don't even know what it would be like to live after you betray your father.
If you don't want to use Franco, find me another way to protect Michael. Because I agree with you, he cannot handle another police interrogation. He will confess before he gives up either one of us.
Okay, it would help to get Michael out of town then.
He's off on a ski trip right now on the other side of Vermont, right? I asked Max to keep an eye on him.
Okay, but it would be better if maybe Jax could take the whole family to Australia. The further away from Port Charles, the better off.
That is the short-term solution. We need to get Claudia's murder off the books, and I still say Franco's the only way.
Hey, I'm going to try to come up with something else, okay?
Make it fast, because Michael's running out of time.
Yeah, no, Franco has at least 2 properties in Europe. This guy's got to pop up somewhere, okay? And keep an eye on his bank accounts and his agent's bank accounts. All right, Bernie? Thanks.
I'll provide backup for the beneficent one by keeping constant cyber vigil for any signs of money paid or received.
Well, I thought you were working from home.
Well, close proximity is useful during stressful times.
Okay, you know what? Let Bernie worry about Franco right now. I want you to get into the PCPD mainframe. I want you to see if there's any forensic evidence from Claudia's body, and I want you to find out if it connects her to Michael.
May I help you? Yeah, Claudia Corinthos was my stepmother. I need to see her body.
No, you don't.
All right, the search engine has been refreshed and will alert us to any changes.
Okay, good. I want you to start thinking about something else. Sonny wants to pin Claudia's murder on Franco.
It's a bold, high-risk strategy.
Yes, I understand that, but I want to come up with an alternative.
If I might offer an opinion, the idea of Franco behind bars is somewhat appealing.
I know, that would be nice, but it's too risky.
This is distressing. A human hair has been recovered in the ruins of the cabin.
That could be Michael's.
You're supposed to be on a ski trip, Michael.
Well, I came back earlier. I want to see Claudia. Look, autopsies are closed to everyone except the police. What can they find out from an autopsy?
It will confirm that she was killed from a blow to the head, but it won't show that it was an axe handle, and it definitely won't show who was swinging it.